Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video from HVAC Reefer Guy. I appreciate you guys so much on the support. You've been very kind. Also, you can see back here, we have a new sponsor. We have a new sponsor here, which is Klein Tools. Klein Tools, you can check them out at www.kleintools.com. They're one of my newest partners here, and they're helping me out with content and tools and stuff that we like to give away. And of course, we do it for free. We do it for free, and Klein Tools, I'm excited to have them as a new connection, a new partner. Of course, Solderweld, Parker Sporlan, Midwest Tools, you can see them right there in the corner. They're always there, and they're always taking care of me, and they're great people, and you need to do business with them. Today we're going to be talking about, besides the Veto Pro Pac, we're going to be talking about the Fluke high voltage tools, 1,000 volt rated tools that you've seen on all sorts of social media content with the new tools, including here. We did a debut on them a little while back, but you know, the thing is I've been seeing a lot of pictures and video about, you know, the tools laid out up on walls and the Fluke packs, but I haven't seen them actually in a tool bag. So we're going to do one today about, you know, what would these Fluke screwdrivers look like inside your tool bag? And you know, a lot of you guys use the Veto Pro Pac, some of you don't, some of you have the Klein or the CNC or whatever you get at Lowe's or Home Depot, and that's fine. But the basic here is to see you know, visually what the Fluke screwdrivers would look like inside your tool bag. And that's really what we're going to do today. So this is my Tech Pac MC. This is the mini Tech Pac. I really like it. I used to have the big size Tech Pac, the full size, but I went to the MC. I'm an old guy, you know, and I like this one because I get to carry the same stuff, but it's a little smaller, it's a little lighter, and we're going to go ahead and open it up. Now, if you guys know anything about me at all, I'm Klein through and through. I've been using Klein since I first got in the industry, and it's really what I carry all the time. I'm very simple in my tools. I'm Klein and I'm Fluke. That's about it. So it's Klein and Fluke. And I've got some other tools in there that I use, but it's pretty much, that's how it is. It's Fluke meters, Klein screwdrivers, wrenches, pliers, side cutters. I might have some older stuff that's thrown in there only because I've kept it for a long time and it works great. But you know, honestly, it's Klein and Fluke are my two go-tos, and it's been that way for years and years and years and years and years. I used to use a Craftsman, but when Craftsman fell apart and they lost their warranty program, I was really soured, and I moved away from Craftsman and I moved over to Klein. And I'd say I've been with Klein for probably 20 plus years, and I really like it. And Fluke has been my entire time in the career. So the question is how do the two go together? How will the Fluke and the Klein fit together? And maybe they won't. Maybe it's something that, you know, they'll get in the tool bag and they'll argue with each other. I don't know, but maybe they won't. Maybe we'll do some different things and try out some different stuff in the time we have here on YouTube. So the thought is if I take some of this stuff out, like this here, my Fluke meter, I take the side cutters out, I take the wire strippers out, I take the crescent wrench out, here's also some side cutters. I take this stuff out, and now I'm down to some open room. And do I put the stuff in here? So, you know, if this was your tool bag, maybe it's at a point where you can move some stuff around. And here's an all-in-one, and you can start to move some stuff around. And the thought is will it go together? And should I leave it, I was thinking, should I leave it as a separate bag? Should I put all the Klein in one spot? And should I put all the Fluke in another spot? And, you know, I messed around with it yesterday to see what I liked and what I didn't like. And you know what, it kind of goes together well. Now these are all my Klein Nut Drivers. I have them all up on top, and then I've got various screwdrivers and stuff inside here that I use. But the big thing is the Flukes are rated for the 1,000 volt, and they have the insulated shank all the way to the end. And so that's really important to have on a day-to-day use when you're a service tech, whether you're doing electrical or refrigeration or HVAC. But you know, from a color wise, and I'm color coded, is it better here because I've got all this bunched up? And that I don't know. And I think that's what we're here for today, maybe to figure some things out and maybe get your input. You can get a hold of me at hvacreeferguy@gmail.com and send me what you think it should look like and how you'd like it set up. And you know, we'll come back and revisit it. So I kind of got some stuff going on here. You know, it's kind of fitting in here well. I really don't want to get rid of the nut drivers. but I do like how it's fitting together. You know what, and the problem is a lot of this stuff is sitting down on the inside. You know, this will still close up with no problem. I've got a spot here or in my Tech Pac miniature where I can put wire nuts, and then of course there's the magnet that's right here, and this will hold screws. Do I have any screws? No, I don't have any screws on my tool bench. And this will hold screws and stuff in it. So there's a lot of multiple use in here. And then at the same time, I've got my MB2. My MB2 is my mini bag 2, and it's a go-to that I carry with me on a daily basis. So how do we fit that in there? The problem is now is I've lost room for some of my Fluke stuff, and it starts fitting together in here, but it looks like it's all bunched up, and it's going to end up being something hard to work out of. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take all of this out. I'll take all of this stuff out. Let's get rid of this. Let's move this around. Let's put that stuff back inside. Let's get this stuff back in here. Here's my Klein. And I'm thinking maybe it may be better because I like the way I am, you know, and the way I'm wired. I might like all one side to be Klein. Like this is my Klein side of my Tech Pac. And I'll close this up. And then maybe I'll turn this guy around. And here is my Fluke side. Now I've got a lot of room right here. I've got an older Fluke meter. You can see stuff in right here. And I've got a bunch of wrenches. And a lot of these wrenches I don't really use too much, these offsets. So maybe I'll take the, oh God, I get rid of that Home Depot. I love the DeWalt tools. I'm a DeWalt guy, but I just don't like it. And I carry this one. You can see this old pair of Needlenose Pliers. They really don't work that well, but they're my granddad's. And my dad had them and my granddad had them. And so I carry these with me no matter where I go. I just, you know what, it's a nostalgia thing. I think there was a Facebook post recently about, you know, do you carry tools that your dad carried? And was he an integral part of you getting into the trade? My dad wasn't in the trade at all, but I carry his tools with me. And, you know, it makes me remember my dad all the time when when I see those tools. So I've kind of got this set up. So let's maybe move all this stuff out. Of course, I'm leaving that one tag there. And let's put this side and maybe make this side all Fluke. Maybe that's the way to go. I'll get my Fluke meters. We'll get these side cutters in here. What do I got down deep? I got some room in here. Again, I got some combination wrenches. And maybe it's more important from the standpoint of having all my Flukes together in one spot. I really like these tools. Can't wait to use them. And so they're kind of going in there pretty cool. Here I've got, again, this is my meter. I've had this guy for a long time, and he fits in there perfectly. Oh, not really perfectly. Maybe I'll take him out. Maybe I'll take him out. I don't know. What are we going to do? Maybe I'll put him right there for ease of use. And we'll get some of these cutters in here. What do you think so far? So far? And we'll get these screwdrivers. Let's get some of these screwdrivers in these pouches. What I like about the Flukes, and it's kind of like all screwdrivers, right? I like the ends. The ends have the markings on them, so I don't have to pull them back out and go, oh, what the hell did I put in there? Maybe get that in there a little bit. Maybe pull these. These are pretty big. They're pretty big because they're 1,000 volt rated. Get those in there. Get that guy in there. Get everything kind of set up. What do you think so far? Am I onto something right? Am I on the right track? This is, I'm kind of liking it. I didn't do this yesterday, so this isn't pre-planned. But now I've got I've got all my Flukes. I got all one side Fluke. I got some spots in here where I can drop some little Fluke connections and fittings. But I kind of like that. I kind of like it. What am I missing? I'm missing some combination wrenches. And my combination wrenches aren't really used on a day-to-day basis. You know, my big combination wrenches, although I am missing them in here. So maybe because they're kind of loose fitting, oh, and I do have here, I have a Klein corduroy pouch. You can see the Klein corduroy pouches right there. I have that, and again, this side doesn't have the magnet, but I've also got room in here. Maybe I'll take some of these combination wrenches and see if they fit in there, and they probably aren't, and just because of the way that I am, but I do have a level, So I'll take a level. Oh, see, the level fits in there perfectly. What else might fit in there perfectly? I think that's about it for now. I think that's about it. Maybe I like that a lot. We're going to leave this open. We're going to leave this open. We're going to come back over here to the Klein side of things. Yeah, and I got my Kleins all on the other side. But I've got some of these deep pockets down in here. I may take these and these are combination wrenches that I bought. And it has the speed side, the ratcheting side. I really like that. You can kind of see right there. Has a ratcheting side. I get that to the microphone. Maybe I'll get those down on the inside. And get those down in here. Because honestly, I don't use them too much. I like having them, but I don't, like I said, I don't really use them a lot. I'll get them down in here from a visual standpoint. It seems to work out pretty well. Let's take a look. Yeah, there we go. They're down inside and they're ready to go. So I've got all my Klein on one side. I've got all my Fluke on the other side. I really like it. Now, what do you guys like? What do you blue collar tradesmen and women like? And again, get a hold of me at hvacreeferguy@gmail.com and let me know, and we'll do another video and we'll put your comments and suggestions out there. But I like this setup. I like having this all one side. All my Flukes are on one side. All my Kleins are on the other side, and it will work on any two-sided tool. Now, remember, you know, this is my tool bag. But the key is for you guys, you men and women out there working blue collar proud, is what does it look like for you? And I really wanted to get these screwdrivers and these tools into a tool bag because we keep seeing the promo videos and the promo pictures for the Fluke. But, you know, until you visualize it inside your tool bag, nobody really knows what it's going to look like. And so for me, the Tech Pac MC worked out really well with Veto because it's two-sided. Now I have a Tech LC, which is a two-sided, but I've got my gauges, my analogs, and my digitals in there and compounds, and that's what I use that for. But really anything that's a two-sided pouch would work out well. So I'm going to do another video with the MB2, and that will be coming up next. And we'll make a day pack with it, with the Flukes and stuff like that in there that I use on a daily basis. So, as always, man, I appreciate you guys and gals out there so much. Make sure you check out my sponsors. They're great people. Solderweld, www.solderweld.us. Of course, Parker Sporlan at parker.com. Midwest Tools, the right tool since 1945. You can check them out at midwestsnips.com. Of course, now my newest one here, which is Klein at kleintools.com. And then out there is Refrigeration Technologies. Mike and John at Refrigeration Technologies are awesome people, and I love working with them. I think it's refrigetech.com. I'll put some information in the link below. But make sure you get a hold of me. Again, this is brought to you by Ben over at HVAC Tactical, and he's on Instagram. You want to check him out at HVAC Tactical. He's got some awesome swag and gear to give away and to sell, really. Not to give away, but to sell, and he's a super cool guy. So as always, work safe, be safe. Thank you so much to Fluke. We'll send some information, a link down below at fluke.com. And this is their 1,000 volt rated hand tools. And I think this is probably the package and the setup that I'm going to go with until I hear from you guys and gals out there. As always, work safe, be good humans, and we will see you next time.